We all know how famous Mario is. Even if you haven't touched a video game in 30 years, you'd still know who he was. And it's hard not to love him. He has so many games that are absolutely S tier. But like many famous people, there are bound to be some dollar store duplicates. And in Mario's case, there is a lot. And I'm not talking about some weird knockoffs where they replace Mario characters with strange non-copyrighted characters. I'm talking about blatant uses of Nintendo's Star Child. Some of these off-brand games are actually pretty good, I can't lie. But some of them are boofed as hell. Take Mario, give him some acid, spin him in a circle for 30 minutes at 90 miles per hour, and destroy his family. That's what type of boofed we're talking about here. Let's play some of these games, which for this video has to have some sort of Mario character in it. Now let's start with a banger, which in this case is the opposite of a banger, Super Mario Bros. Off the rip, you can tell this is as boofed as it gets. I could sit here and explain to you why this game is so cursed, or you could just listen for yourself. I don't know what the creator of this game was smoking on when he made this, but golly, it had to be strong. As hilarious as this game is, it controls pretty ass, which is probably what the creator intended. I really wanted to try to beat this game because I assumed there were only a few levels, but one death makes you reset the entire game. And when even touching an enemy kills you and crap like this happens, I couldn't take it anymore, and there are only so many unenthusiastic wahoos I can take before I lose my mind. But what if Mario ate a little too much of mom's spaghetti, or a lot more? Well, in Supersized Mario Bros, we get to see what a morbidly obese Mario would look like, and it's honestly pretty freaking disturbing, and kinda sad, and pretty funny. And apparently, Mario isn't the only one who's let himself go. It looks like Bowser has been feeding him and his minions a little too much of whatever the hell these guys eat. Like, Goomba's just a giant sentient turd, and I'm pretty sure the Koopas are already dead. With Mario being the size of 2 forklifts, obviously this man can't jump, just slightly raise his body a few inches. How does he get across gaps in the ground? Well, he just slides across them like a fat-ass Italian slug. And I don't usually laugh out loud at games, but when I saw Mario's stubby little legs hang down, I genuinely LOL'd. I mean, surely he can't feel his legs, right? Once I dragged my stank ass across the first 2 levels, it was time to face Bowser. Would this be an intense sumo-style boss fight? Nope, Mario and his several hundred pounds of lard fall right through the bridge and die. I should have saw that coming. Welcome to Jelly Mario. That acid trip I mentioned earlier, this is it. Whatever physics Mario normally follows do not exist here. Everything in this game, Mario, the blocks, the letters, are all made out of jelly and Mario can just float through the levels. It's honestly a trip. Well, since Mario can just float through the levels, this game must be a breeze, right? Wrong. This game is infuriating. First of all, if you even graze an enemy, you explode into a gazillion pieces. Secondly, the controls are very hard to get down and any readjusting takes a lifetime. So these erectile dysfunction fireballs were so annoying to get by. And half the levels are inside, so you can't just fly in the sky and skip everything. But as frustrated as I got, this game was honestly super fun. The boss fight was pretty quick, but it was super creative. I think they are adding more to this game because you're met with a screen that says that's the end of the alpha. This might be the only game on this list I'll return to. Ever wonder what Mario, Minecraft, and Subway Surfers packed into one game would look like? Who am I kidding? No one has ever wondered that. Well, Mario Craft Runner was exactly that. I was actually enjoying the game for the first 35 seconds until I got to this part where Koopa Kid, I think, is indefinitely throwing green shells at you. Literally, this goes on forever. The whole obstacle course in the first 35 seconds of the game is never seen again. Why does this even exist? We combined Mario and Minecraft together, what about Mario and Geometry Dash? Super Mario Bros. Riders has Mario jumping over spikes and avoiding all different types of obstacles. It's honestly not a bad time waster, it can be pretty fun. Once you die, you can instantly try again, just like Geometry Dash. My biggest issues with this game though is that there are only 3 levels that just repeat themselves, so it gets pretty boring fast. And why the hell does it show Mario riding Yoshi multiple times if he's not even in the game? Now that's just evil. With the Mario Kart series being such a huge franchise, there's bound to be some knockoffs. And yeah, I'm sorry for what you're about to witness. At least Mario Racing Tournament is a cool idea. Take a Mario 2D platformer and combine it with Mario Kart. It's just so bad. I know these are just flash games you can just play online, so I shouldn't be so critical, but man, the UI is gross, the racing is pretty boring, and all these random obstacles seem to slow only you down. And what pisses me off the most is that the items just follow the closest player in front, so every single item can just go to one player. Imagine you're playing Mario Kart 8 and the dude in front of you somehow takes every single item box. Yeah, my controller would go straight through my TV. Now, I wish I could say the next Mario driving game is better. Unfortunately, that is not the case with this truck delivery game I forgot the name of, but for everyone's sake, I hope it stays forgotten. You have to deliver these items to God knows where. Probably Princess Peach, cause Mario is a certified simp. This game wouldn't be too bad if these random chunks of dirt weren't in the way of my screen, which made it kinda difficult to predict how I should angle my truck, because once you flip over, you're done. Kinda what I wanted to do after playing these games. Super Mario Moto is, well, it's pretty ass. The controls are way too quick and sensitive. I probably played this game a total of 2 minutes, and I think I fell on my head like 30 times. But I could get over it if half the level wasn't a buggy pile of slop. Like, what the hell is even going on? I think I might have talked about this game too much already. For our last and probably worst boofed Mario racing game, we got Mario Jet Ski. And yeah, in my opinion, it doesn't get worse than this. It's exactly what you assume. You move across the water on a jet ski jumping up ramps. But apparently my $1,000 gaming laptop can't handle these basic ass water physics cause this game ran like horse turds. I legit think I dropped to like 1 frame per second at one point. And to make it worse, I hit this ghost and just disappeared. What the hell is the purpose of this? Apparently, a lot of people crave for Mario to unleash his violent side. And I mean very violent side. There are a lot of games where Mario just goes on a murderous rampage, with the first being one of my favorites, Mario FPS. Now this may look like old school Doom, but okay, it's pretty much Doom with Goombas. The game is very basic. You walk around empty levels killing Goombas and collecting coins so you can move on to the next level. But man, the sound it makes when you shotgun a Goomba's brains out is so satisfying. I could fall asleep to this, probably have some pretty terrifying nightmares, but I don't care. But the best boofed Mario shooting game, and perhaps the best on this list, is Gangster Bros. It has an actual plot that is animated and everything, and it's pretty unique. The dog from the Duck Hunt game has kidnapped Peach and blew up her house. Mario is pissed. A giant spiked turtle who can shoot fire and do all types of magical crap? Sure, Mario can understand that one. But a dog? Some regular ass dog? Nah, Mario ain't having that. It's time for him to whip out the blicky and start popping caps and asses. And no, not some silly Nerf bullets, I'm talking about real lead bullets that will literally decapitate enemies. You know it's serious when Mario flips his hat in the other direction. No amount of fire bros, giant turrets, or bomb dropping Lakitus are gonna stop Mario from blasting his way through these levels. Though it was kinda difficult, but so freaking fun. And the different types of retro levels are very visually appealing, like this mall, where Mario can no-Russian the innocent Toad bystanders. Once you reach the end, it's time for a boss fight, and an actual boss fight. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but the fact that there's an actual animated boss fight in this game at all is amazing. A little gruesome for the death of a dog, but whatever. I kinda wanted Mario to blast Peach in the face, to be honest. Like, who the hell lets themselves get kidnapped by a dog? A little underwhelming compared to the last shooter is Mario Zombie Shooter, but it could be a lot worse. It's a puzzle game where a very intimidating Mario with an AR has to ricochet bullets off items in order to kill all the zombies. I mean, this is as mobile game as Mario can get, but it was kinda fun. Some of these levels are actually kinda challenging, and I sort of got sucked into playing longer than I intended. And come on, who doesn't like killing zombies? Now let's drop the guns and get a little bit closer range, because apparently Mario is a deadly kung fu master. In Mario Combat, we see Mario mollywopping the hell out of some Koopas. He's done lightly stomping on their heads, walking 10 feet to the right just for them to reappear unharmed. He's here to give these son of a guns permanent brain damage. If he had these same style of combat moves in Smash Bros, he'd be a walking legend. Yeah, the boss fight might have been a little tough with Bowser's Brigade of Fire, but he was no match for Mario's Fist of Fury. In all seriousness though, this game is awesome. But Mario isn't the only one who can throw hands. I guess Bowser's minions did not take their asses getting beat lightly because they are pissed off and want some revenge. Koopas Revenge 2 is another S-tier bootleg Mario fighting game. This game is surprisingly super detailed and in-depth. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought this game was actually developed by Nintendo. There are unique mechanics like spinning on the ground that allows you to break stuff, similar to Mario's Blue Shell power-up in New Super Mario Bros. And yes, Koopa is not the only one who could do this. All 3 of the characters can, which is my favorite part of this game. Each character has different animations and looks depending on what power-up they have. I had to play each character just to see what each one looked like small, with a mushroom, flower power, and any other power-ups I could find. It's honestly crazy how much work got put into this game. And because Bowser's minions are the protagonists, the enemies in this game are the usual good guys, like Toads. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't satisfying squashing these little guys. Now I don't think I even came close to beating this game because it's very large with a lot of levels, but I did make it to the first boss fight. It was a big soda can, which was kinda weird but very unique. It had special moves and animations that honestly left me in awe. I highly recommend this game if you're bored. I'm a huge fan of Bloons Tower Defense. I play it all the time on my computer when I'm just watching something on the TV. So when I saw there was a Mario Tower Defense, I about lost my mind. This could be an amazingly fun game. Unfortunately, I have to put emphasis on the could be. The graphics look pretty mid, there's no sort of guide that tells you what character does what against different types of enemies, and it's weirdly difficult placing down characters. I tried to give this game a fair shot because of my love for Bloons and Mario, but this game just needs a lot of work. Even with me getting around the awkwardness of the game, it was still really difficult. I think with the proper love and attention, this game could be great. Back to Mario's roots. A simple game that is universally loved by all Mario fans. It's fun, upbeat, and... Wait, who the hell is that? What are you doing? Stop that. Oh god, the horror! Yeah, this is Mario.exe, where evil Mario is set out to torment Luigi by setting up traps, deathly obstacles, and just doing a bunch of evil crap. This game is very dark and gruesome. I didn't know what I was expecting, but this was certainly not it. Like a poison mushroom that makes you cough up vomit and blood? This is legitimately nightmare fuel. I didn't make it very far at all because this game is very hard. This game is clearly meant for more skilled gamers. A part of me is thankful though that I didn't make it very far because I don't think I'd be able to sleep if I progressed any further. Now if the last game didn't leave you spooked enough, well, Five Nights at Wario's will sure to leave your chair covered in yellow liquid. I mean, is there really anything to explain? It's Five Nights at Freddy's but with Wario and Waluigi. I never played the FNAF games before, but I can see why so many people were scared of it back in the day. And now it's replaced it with Wario, which I honestly already found a tad creepy before. But it's not like they just took out Freddy and replaced him with Wario and called it there. There's a whole different scenery, plot, and voice lines that are unique to this game. It's a pretty good knockoff game in my opinion. After being completely creeped out by a still Waluigi and jump scared out of my britches by Wario, I had to end it there.
Hello? Hello? Are you there or not? Good.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you and I'm sorry. When scouring through the internet to find these games, I realized there are a surprising amount of great knockoff games, more than the terrible ones. So if you'd like me to play some of these games that won't give me a chronic headache, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.